All right, guys, let's get some NBA picks and props for Friday, May 17th slate of games. Trey, leaderboard starts off.
Yeah, guys, we are 1-0, 2-0. We swept the board. We both backed the Timberwolves here on the money line. They just beat the crap out of the Nuggets in this game, jumped all over them. I guess not all over them. They took the first couple minutes off the game, but then after that, they just jumped all over them. It was impressive to watch. T-Wolves defenses looks back and primed. Game 7, here we come.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I was nervous in the first 2 minutes. Looked like more of the same. And it's not that I didn't believe the Timberwolves could do it. It's just nice to see. It's nice to see them play some defense for once. The Nuggets right now have 63 points with 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I mean, if you hold the Nuggets to that many points in the fourth quarter, you're going to win every single game. So we're going to get a much needed Game 7, and I'm very excited to watch it. But yes, we did go 1-0. 1-0 myself and 2-0 as a team. Trey, let's go with the player props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, we actually swept the board here. That's because I'm not 0-0. I am now 1-0. I gave out Anthony Edwards over 2.5 3-pointers made versus the Nuggets. Edwards, he hit the over for us in the first half. He was just absolutely lights out. So 1-0 and a good old-fashioned double sweep on the NBA videos.
Yeah, this is an early call. I gave out Nikola Jokic under 29.5 points. He currently has 22, 9 minutes left in the game. They're down by 30, just got a full timeout. I'm assuming they're going to clear the benches here. So Nikola Jokic did go under the total points. Trey, let's go to the game picks for tomorrow. We've actually got one game. We're going to be breaking down game number 6 between the New York Knicks and the Indiana Pacers. The Pacers at home, -5.5 to force a game number 7. The Knicks coming off a dominating performance in game number 5. I'm sure we're going to have different opinions in this game, but I'm going to let you go first.
Yeah, I do think this is going to be a very fun game to watch, and I hope and expect the Pacers do win this game, but I do expect this game to be close. If you guys do want a game pick, I probably would go with the Knicks plus the points. But there is one thing I am for certain, and it is the Pacers are scoring over 110.5 total points in this home game. I love that this total is so low because we've seen the Pacers just score a ton of points still this postseason, especially whenever they get the opportunity to play at home. Because Indiana, they played in 5 home postseason games so far, and they've averaged 119.8 points per game, which is well over this number. I kind of expect one and the same here in this one. I took the Pacers to score over their team total in Game 4, and they cashed that over for us with ease by over 10 points. And so far this postseason, yes, this Knicks defense, they're great, they're elite, but whenever they have to play on the road, they kind of take a dip because in the next 5 postseason road games, they allow an average of 112.8 points per game, which is also over this number. And I expect the Pacers to be able to score some points in this one. And that average team defense for the Knicks even included that low-scoring series against the 76ers. But at the end of the day, the Pacers will push the pace and score a ton of points here, playing at home with that home crowd behind them. Give me the Pacers here to score over 110.5 team total versus the Knicks.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree, mainly because I'm taking the New York Knicks here on the money line plus 190 to win this series and wrap it up. I talked about the Celtics the other day, how important it was for them to not have to go back to Cleveland and play a Game 6 because they needed to rest and get healthy. You can take that and what I said yesterday, and you can quadruple the importance of this game because the New York Knicks, they desperately need a couple days off for rest and relaxation, get everybody healthy again. I still believe the Knicks, even with all the players that they have banged up, are the best team in this series. If you want to take the points, go for it. I think it's a very good place to take the plus 5.5. I think they're a better overall team, even though the Pacers are going to be playing with their backs against the wall. I just think the Knicks are going to treat this like a game number 7 because I think if they win this game, in order to be healthy enough to compete against the Celtics, they've got to win this game at game number 6. Jalen Brunson, he was fantastic again in game number 5. I'm going to talk about him as my player prop. But all together, we saw the Knicks finally put together their first all-around game of the series. They were effective on the offensive end, doing whatever they wanted to the Pacers, who struggled defensively. And we saw the Knicks finally play a 48-minute game of defense. They allowed 91 points. The Knicks are the better team. They're going to win this game, and they're going to get some much-needed rest and relaxation going to the Eastern Conference Finals going up against the Boston Celtics. Give me the Knicks here, plus 190 on the money line to win this series. Trey, let's go to the player props. Have you start us off?
You a wild man. And I'm going to go with Obi Toppin here, though, over 8.5 points versus the Knicks. I love this over for Toppin in this game because we're going to see him have a great game against his former team because Toppin, he's really enjoyed playing against a team that kind of gave up on him throughout this series because so far in this series through the 5 games, Toppin, he's averaged 11 points per game, which is over this number. And I kind of expect him to score double digits in this game again. He's simply been very efficient in his shots because so far this series, Toppin, he's shooting 57% from the field. Look for him to catch a ton of lobs in this game. and even make a couple of threes to cash us this over, especially whenever we factor that Toppin. He's just being guarded. No offense to the Knicks guys, Villanova boys. They're just well below his athletic ability, and that's allowed him to get to the rim pretty easily. Give me Obi Toppin here to go over 8.5 points versus the Knicks.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Obi Toppin does not crash the boards. He loves to get out in fast breaks opportunities as well. So I kind of like the play there for you, Trey. For my play today, we're going to be looking at Jalen Brunson, over 34.5 points going up against the Pacers. I mean, there really isn't a whole lot for me to say anymore about Jalen Brunson. I feel like whenever we're getting down to the last couple games, it's hard to just break down the same player every single time. I've said everything about Jalen Brunson. I've tried to mix it up a little bit, taking Josh Hart, taking Dante DiVincenzo a couple times. But at the end of the day, if you're trying to make some money, I think this is a guy you got to put your money on. He's now scored 39-plus points in 6 games so far in the playoffs in the first 2 series. He's coming off a 44-point performance against the Pacers in game number 5, and he's back to his normal self, shooting 35 times in that game against the Pacers. You could really take anybody in any series on any team, and if they shoot 35 times and they don't hit the over, they're going to get cut immediately. I think the shot volume alone in this series is the reason why you need to take Jalen Brunson. If he shoots 35 times again, he's definitely going to hit the over. This is the best player on the floor, plain and simple. I'm going to take his over points in a game that I think the Knicks are going to win and wrap up this series. So give me Jalen Brunson over 34.5 points as the play. Trey, let's go with the graphic. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go with the Pacers to score over their 110.5 team total versus the Knicks. I feel like there's one thing the Pacers do consistently, and it's put the ball in the rim. Not sure about the defensive end, but you don't need to worry about that for my play. And I'm also going with Obi Toppin over 8.5 points versus the Knicks. He's been scoring pretty consistently throughout this series, throughout the playoffs. So I expect that to continue here, especially at home.
Yeah, safe play, Knicks plus 5.5, or Trey's play. I would love for us to hit both. I'd love the Knicks to win and then the Pacers score 111 points. That'd be the golden scenario. But I'm also going to take Jalen Brunson here. Should say over 34.5 points going up against the Pacers. He's going to drop 35 again. The Knicks are going to win this game, and we're going to get a great match between the Knicks and the Celtics, who, by the way, hate each other. I don't know if you saw the clip of the Celtics fans saying F the New York Knicks outside the stadium, but it was pretty electric. But all right, guys, that's going to do it for the NBA Plays and Props for Friday, May 17th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Super Bowl. We also have 12,000 subs coming right around the bend. We're at 10,200. We're going to give away 2 tickets to anybody to any game they want. NBA, NFL, college basketball. It doesn't matter. We can wait until the new season for NFL. Any game you want to go, whenever we get to 12K, we're going to have that giveaway coming up as well. Leaderboard. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube, and it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,